Good morning and welcome back. Welcome to Quarter 2, Marketing, Chapter 28. And if you notice, the last quarter we did was Chapter 29. So we're working kind of backwards. And it'll kind of make sense as we go into it. In my eyes, the chapters worked a little bit better this way. But I hope everyone is happy to be back from their 2 weeks off and looking to get ready in this kind of shortened second quarter. And yeah. Let's get going. This will be your chapter 28.1 lecture, and it's an interesting one that I'm fond of. All right, so welcome back. Here we go. Why do you think some businesses fail while others succeed in various different marketplaces? Think about that as we go into this and how market information and marketing research can be incredibly beneficial to a business. So 3 objectives. What is the purpose of marketing research? Some of the characteristics and purposes of marketing information systems, and procedures for gathering information using technology, some of which we've already talked about. So the heart of the matter here, research provides data for a company to use, create a plan, solve a problem, make decisions, and go execute and get stuff done. So here's some basic vocabulary for the chapter. There is some more in-depth vocabulary than we've probably had in the past, which I think is a good thing. And then I've kind of added onto it to make it more relevant for today. So notes about the main concepts of marketing research. Here is what, who, why, and how, right? This is all about marketing research and why we do it. What is it? Well, it is literally the data, the profiling data, results of a survey, potentially competitive results are what our competitors are doing, and then government data. And when we say government data, a lot of times we're talking about economic data or even census data that is provided by the government. How is that research done? That is through 2 main points. That is your marketing information systems and your databases. And we'll get into those 2 bits in a second. And then who creates this research or this data? Well, it's done by company staff, actual in-house research departments if a company is large enough, and then outside research companies will do it as well. Like, they're just companies that are dedicated and all they do is get data to sell it for profit. Trade associations will talk to various members of their association in order to collect data, and so it might be a trade association that is just for golf courses, and all the golf courses will talk to this trade association, provide it with some information, and then they will share that information to everyone that is part of the association. And then nonprofit organizations. And then why do we do market research? We determine customers' attitudes and preferences. What do they want? What do they need? What are they interested in? How big is the actual market, and how big is its potential to grow? We learn about competition. What are they doing? How can we be better? How can we differentiate ourselves? And then we understand our own place in the market. And I think I've talked about how all of the car companies kind of seat themselves on where they exist. Are they a Kia or is it a BMW? And where do they see themselves in the market, and or where do we want to go? I'm going to leave this up for about 15 more seconds and then I will carry on. All right, let's go. All right, here is your formal definition of market research. This is the marketing research, process and methods used to gather information, analyze it, report findings related to marketing goods and services. So everything from our opportunities, problems, plans, and performance all kind of goes into marketing research. And a quick, easy little slide, nice little graphic. So how is marketing research used? Well, it helps us understand what the consumer is interested in. Allows us to test product features, determine market size and growth potential, and we'll learn about competitive products, determine some of the buying cycles that people have, and understand how our company is perceived. So think about some of these: determining a consumer's attitudes and preferences. This might be done through a survey, right? We might ask a bunch of questions. What do you think? How do you feel? And then if we were testing product features, we might observe someone in a focus group, right? All these things we kind of talked about last chapter and how we kind of understand this. We might use determining market size by using economic data and government information that's provided to us, or we might take how many people, and we might make some estimates, say how many people we think are going to own this product in this market and how many will actually buy ours, right? Determining buying cycles, we're going to look to, learn about competitive products. I'm sorry, I skipped that one. We might just literally buy the competitor's product and understand what's good or bad about it, tear it down. And a lot of companies do that. They'll buy the competitor's product and they'll tear it apart. Determining buying cycles, Apple wants to know when we buy our next phone. They would prefer it be every year, obviously, right? So they would sell more phones. But they know that there's an obvious cycle, and we might spend our 2 or 3 years with our phone, or some of you are just one. But understanding that cycle allows us to predict how much we need, when we need to update, so on and so forth. And then, like I talked about before, how is our company perceived? Are we the Kia or the BMW of the car world, or whatever market we are in? So, what does it literally do for a company? Well, the bottom line is that you want additional sales and additional profit. That's the point of any company, is to make money. We answer questions about what products we're going to produce and then what price to sell those products at, because all the data we're taking in is allowing us to make better and better decisions. And we might find out that, hey, our pricing is wrong. We need to change our pricing, whether that's up or down, in order to sell more, and maybe we need to sacrifice some profit, right? So we're going to try and find out who our target market is and who our customer profile, right? How we segment the market, that goes into it. And then what promotional strategies work. Do we need to do a buy one, get one in order to really drive sales, or can we do something else to kind of create those promoted activities that increase sales? And then what are the current markets like? Are they good? Are they favorable? Are they turning in a downward trend like restaurants have been struggling to survive in the past 6 months? Or is this the bottom and now they're looking to come back up? So at any point in time you need me to stop, obviously holler like you guys do, and we'll stop, but I'm just going to keep on going. Who uses market research? Hopefully this encompasses a lot of companies and entities that you think of. So small companies, large companies, the nonprofits, the trade organizations, and then state and federal governments. That should cover just about every business out there. So this is a good point to stop, take a little 2-minute break, talk to your neighbor. Why should every business use marketing research? And I'll pause the video and, Mr. Barron will pause it and you guys will go, or Mrs. Reddick, and you guys talk, and then we'll be back in a minute. Alright, and we're back. Hope that was a good discussion and made a lot of sense. So, marketing information systems. Formal definition on the right. The process is really what we're talking about. That goes all the way from generating that information to putting it somewhere to analyzing it and then getting that information to people that make decisions about the business. And all of that information comes from all of these places. Customer profile data, company records, competitors' records if we can get them, government data, and then marketing research reports. And we'll do a little assignment on government data in a bit, but just know that all of this makes up that information system. I'm gonna give you a minute to get this down, and we'll keep going. We're doing pretty good right now. So each type of data, and this is breaking down into further detail, our data from our marketing information systems here. So this is details about each type of data piece, right? So starting at the top, company records would include things like sales results, expenses, supplier data, production schedules, so on and so forth. Think about some of these sales results, right? How do we do relative to last year? Are we growing our business, or is our business shrinking? Are our expenses getting out of control? How much are we spending to get our sales? And then, if you think about supplier data, right, we want to know how much it costs to make that widget, because maybe there's a better supplier or something where we can get our goods for cheaper. Currently, the DECA students and the Cadre students are looking to see if there is a cheaper way we can get some of our clothing. More so that we can make some more money and have some better options. And then production schedules is the last one on that little list. Moving to the left, customer profile data, buying behavior, shopping behavior, customer demographics, lifestyle research. This goes back to our segmentation project where we did and created customer profiles for our hotel, right? It's all of that information. Marketing research reports are produced by third-party companies, and they make money purely by generating and creating research. You're seeing a lot of those companies right now are doing polling research because we're about to go through an election process. So those companies generate that data, they sell it to news organizations, they sell it to anyone that's willing to buy that data and information. Government data, we've talked about a lot of the economic indicators in the past and economic projections. Companies use that information to say, hey, if the economy is going down and people are spending less, well, then that would probably be the wrong time to make a big investment. I might want to postpone that by 6 months or a year before I make that investment and try and catch the economy as it's coming back up. And then competitors' records. Well, we can usually tell our competitors' prices and then any products they have and what their actual market share is. So in all of these are various types of data that companies will use to generate research. So database marketing, also known as customer relationship management or a CRM, and I think I've talked about this now, is probably the third time. A CRM system is what businesses use to do all of their marketing or all of their selling. It is all about customer relationship management. And it is all about managing every aspect of the customer, identifying us as a potential partner to buy something from, and then all the way through them potentially coming back and making additional purchases depending on what we do or sell. So, and this is an example of all of the touch points, right? They're here. These are all the ways we might touch a customer, whether that's face-to-face, direct, email, telephone, service requests, or website visits. So, and here is a quick example of a grainy image of a Salesforce dashboard. And Salesforce is an Indianapolis company. Well, they're a nationwide company, but they do have a headquarters in Indianapolis, and they help companies create this. So this is an example of one of the dashboards that they create, and it allows you to see some of the information that they can help you generate. So all of your sales would go into this system. The count of closed wins, I believe what that says, and that's 950. The average deal size is 46,000. Amounts of opened leads, amounts by industry, so they're able to compare other businesses. And then here's your sales rep leaderboard. So this person's a manager, and they're looking at all of this information for their business. So a database is a collection of related information about a specific topic. And this is kind of it's a technology term, but it's a common one that's used in marketing. And then so Consumer databases, here are some examples or where they come from. Product warranty cards, subscription forms, credit application forms, charity donation forms. Essentially, some type of form where we can take a bunch of data and put it in one place is what makes up a database. So, I'm putting this out here. This is about computer loyalty programs, and I think I put this down for you on your notes because I am feeling that nice right now. But we'll kind of get into customer loyalty programs. Why are they used so much? What do they allow us to do? And then what is computer software? And like, does everyone know what a cookie is? And maybe I'll let everyone... Here's what I'll do. Instead of talking about this now, we'll end this and we'll talk about this last slide together as a class. And for my online class, I will talk to you about it the following morning. We'll go from there. So, but this is all about, we're going to talk about technology and how this is used to actually gather information. So, and we'll save that for another time, but we're done with this section. That's 28.1, coming in at about 16 minutes, and we'll go on from here. And I will talk to you guys, well, next week for your 28.2 lecture. All right, everyone have a great day, and carry on.